Hey everybody, welcome. It's New Year's Day. Ooh. That also means it's Sunday night, which means it's time to plan for the week. So I just have this. I did do a video last week. However, it did not end up getting posted because half of it was cut off. So let me just double check. All right, we're good. So this was last week. Last week's in my Jibun Techo. And then I just have something in there to remember. A lot of times I'll keep like sticky notes or index cards with little things I have to remember to put into my planner, like if I don't have time to write it in right away. So the first thing I do, this is my everyday carry. And you see I did start to fill it out for next week already. So one of the first things I'm going to do is look at my monthly. And you see I have a lot more to fill out in the beginning of this fun stuff. Okay, so I was off today. I'm off tomorrow. Today is Sunday. I'm off tomorrow. My dad's got a doctor's appointment, visit my mom, send Sarah money, mom, meal prep. So I pretty much have everything in here. And so I'm just going to transfer some things from my monthly to my weekly. So let's see. Shoot. And I always make a mistake, so that's why I use my erasable pen. Is it? Okay. So now I have to think of what I want to get done next week. I want to remember that I have an exam coming up that I need to register for my job. It's a promotional title. You got to take an exam. Let's see. Exam. Register. I also want to pick up cinnamon sticks. I'll get into that in a little bit. Why? Yeah, if you're looking for fancy art, unfortunately, that is not me. I just like to plan, but I do use stickers and washi sometimes. So on this page, you'll see I have some stickers here from Coffee Monster Co. And then I have some washi tape. This little snowman, this is from Tula 12. And what I did was, anytime if I applied for a job, I put it down below this line. So I only applied for one. That's a whole nother story. And then if I get like anxiety symptoms, I'm putting them down there for now. And I think I'll set this up pretty much the same way. We'll just use, I think, different washi tape this time. But still snowmen because it's January. Oh, shoot. Let's see. This is the Coffee Monster Co. Seasons, Hearts. That'll be for next week. Next month. And you know what? These are just, I think this is the self-care. We'll use that one. Yay, so cute. Okay. So for New Year's this year, we stayed home. We never really make a big deal out of it. The night before, we had a good dinner. So we really celebrated it on the 30th. And we had this great pizza. And it was from Trader Joe's. And it was like this truffle pizza. Oh my God, it was so good. Gotta do that again. It was like a stay-at-home date night. I loved it. Okay. So, exam. Register for exam. This has got to be boring for you guys, so I apologize. It's pretty much, set up. I add things throughout the week, and this is all I have so far for next week, which is good. Because one of the things I'm trying to do for 2023 is take it easy, take things slower. You don't have to do 10 million things in a week. Now, that said, there will be other things on here eventually as I think of them. This instance, I know I'm joining a book club in my community, and I should be getting that book tomorrow, so I'm going to make sure to read for book club. I know it's silly, but sometimes I just have to put little things in here to give me little reminders. I am trying to get more into reading. I mean, I love to read, but it's just, I've been in a little stage of not reading lately, so I'm going to get back into that by joining the book club, so one of my goals. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, if I get any anxiety symptoms, I put them down here, and then what I do is I transfer them to my Daphne's diary, which has this weekly, but it's horizontal. And so you'll see I'll put things like if I had chest pains or anything that's related to my anxiety and my health. So not just my anxiety, but am I drinking water, those types of things is going into my Daphne's diary, which is a really, really cool looking planner. I love it. Another thing I did since my last video was, believe it or not, this is the Sterling Ink Common Planner. And I was looking for a cover for it, and then I decided I'm going to go old school. So those of you who can remember or around my age, we used to take paper bags, and that's how we used to cover our textbooks. So what I did was I made this out of like this poster paper that was in one of my magazines, and I cut it to size, and that's exactly what I did. I made this cover out of paper for it, put a label on here, Huga 2023, which is my word of the year, which is a Danish word, and I probably pronouncing it wrong, but the Danish word which pretty much means like cozy and slowing down and things like that. And so what I also did was this little like vision board with these great quotes on it. I want to write more this year. I don't want to have guilt about it. And I want to make our home a sanctuary. And so that's my kind of vision board. And this, I didn't realize how much exactly I would love this, but this is the setup that Sterling Ink came up with for goals. And so you have these different sections where you can just, write down your goals, and then it's broken down and it's pretty light. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice. It has daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, half year, 1 year, and then someday. And what I like about it is it like forces you to kind of break down, okay, in order for me to get to this, what do I need to do daily to get there? And so you might not always have something daily to get to a certain goal, and hopefully you don't have something daily every day for every single one of your goals, unless you have like one goal, because otherwise you're just going to overwhelm yourself, or at least I'm going to overwhelm myself if I do that. But things that you want to do weekly, like I want to start going back to CKO at least 2 days per week. I love the boxing. And then you have monthly, quarterly, like I said before. So I really, really am enjoying this layout. And then I did put my priorities for the first quarter, and then my priorities for January, and I started my priorities for February. So yeah, I really love this planner. I love the breakdown. I set up this kind of goal monthly. So this is going to have all my goals. So this is just mostly goals related. So it's visiting my mom, making sure I'm working out at least 2 days per week, meal prepping on Sundays, so we're not at a loss when it comes to dinner. That's going to be something new that hopefully will work out. And then the other thing was I wanted to make sure that I was keeping track of people's birthdays and sending out cards this year. It's not something I normally do. And then over here is just a list of my different monthly goals or what I want to get started on. And then if you go, I didn't really set anything up in the weekly yet for tomorrow. But I did start doing like tasks that I want to do, and then what I'll do is I'll go through the task and then put them through on which days I want to get them done. So yeah, that is my Sterling Ink 2023 Common Planner. I have the B6 full size, and I love it. I love the layout. I love the gold layout. I think like it's so uncomplicated and yet still makes you think about what you need to do to get to your goal. So I highly recommend that. And then the other thing I did was I set up our home planner. This little charm, snowflake charm from Tula 12. Just thought that was adorable. And so this is a planner that I created, Springsteen Stationery. It has a semicolon and the peace lily to kind of symbolize like mental illness, but like fighting mental illness and being at peace with yourself. And so for this one, this is our house planner. So it's going to be set up at our house hub that is also newly developed. I'll let you know how that's going once we use it for a week or so. So in here, I have all my dad's doctor's appointments. I have when the dogs take their medications. I have different meetings in here that are going on at the clubhouse here, and a meeting about the care for my mom. And so anything for my husband, my father, or the dogs go in here so that they have a record of what's going on. I also take most of these and put them into my own planner just so that when I leave the house, I have that information with me, that I know that I need to be at this meeting or I need to be on the phone on that meeting. And this one, I got to make sure my father has arrived to the doctor. So things like that. And then I did not use it for last week, but I did set this up for this coming week with a list of things that need to get done around the house. And then I kind of organized it throughout the week. And then I also put some things on here of when I'm not going to be here so that my husband knows that I won't be here. I'll be either visiting my mom or working out or something like that. And so you'll see, now, since this week is different, I'm off tomorrow. So I figure tomorrow we'll do meal plan and prepping. And I really want to organize our closet. It's a mess. It's crazy. So that's one of the most important things I want to do in this house is organize everything, and so that it feels like a sanctuary and cozy and comfortable and safe. So that's my biggest thing. So I did start setting that up. Pretty proud of myself at that. And then the only thing else that I wanted to show you was, so I have this Archer and Olive dot grid notebook with the silver on the side. It has like this potion and snake, and I thought, oh, I never use my Archer and Olive notebooks because they're so beautiful. And I feel like, they're kind of on the expensive side. Not that they're not worth it, but you spend all this money on it and then you feel like you don't want to use it. You're scared to use it. So I decided I'm going to make this into kind of like a manifesting kind of ritual bullet journal. So I haven't set that up yet, but I will do another video for that next week and setting this up. So I'm very excited about that. And I think that's it for today. So like I said, this is the everyday carry. And so I'll be going through here more and figuring out exactly what other task I need to do. Sometimes it comes up throughout the week, and this is a tough week because I'm off tomorrow. So my whole schedule is a little thrown off because of that. So anyway, Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. I'll see you next week.